been done. So the agenda has been, draft agenda has been presented. Is there someone prepared to move acceptance of the agenda? Moved by Cleishan, seconded by John, and I see there's a motion in here. Any suggested changes or? Robert?
So we have correspondence. I changed, sorry, I was trying to grab my agenda. We had number 5 as citizen concerns. I changed that to correspondence since we had a bunch in that was ready for review. So that'll be number 5 for correspondence. Community engagement sessions, Robert, you had asked to put on the agenda, so I put that down for 8E. And we have Deborah Curran coming in quickly to be a timed item for 10:15. I put her down for late business just because I didn't know where to place her on the agenda.
So where did you want the community engagements?
I put that down for 8E.
8E?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the only changes.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody? Okay. Hearing no more discussion, motion carried. Okay. Declarations. Anybody give any gifts? Any conflicts of interest today? No in-camera items. Citizens' concerns, correspondence. Okay. Is that the ones that aren't here now?
That's correct.
Okay. I did spend my time going over, and I got scribbling. See, John? Scribbling's all by letters. Regarding the letter from that's addressed to me from, I presume it's Carolyn Bennett. It's regarding the loan forgiveness, and there is a schedule there. What I'd like us to do is, one, submit a letter acknowledging receipt of this. And if Kathy and Paul can put that together for my signature, that'd be great. And the other thing I wanted to talk about now that the election is over, and it doesn't seem like I have to campaign or appear I'm campaigning. I just wanted to say that under the Liberal government, Hawaii First Nation has done extremely well. And I want to put that in its true context by saying extremely well. Under our specific claims, we were able to settle for up to $15 million. Under the social service project, we were able to get $4.2 million. The treaty loan forgiveness, which is almost $5 million. And then, Paul, if I understand, the fiscal financing agreement has probably amounted to 33.5 over 5 years. Would that be a reasonable estimate? I was doing the 3 plus the 3.7 times 5.
Yeah, and about half of that is an increase over the previous
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So when you look at it, we've over a 5-year period have almost received additional funding of $60 million, and that's nothing to sneeze at. The only problem here is that the people don't know what we've done. Okay, and that's why we get criticized or questioned in People's Assembly. I think we need to have a regular communication of our successes. So I'm coming to that when you look at my emerging issues. So that's my comments to that particular letter. And then there's another letter regarding the Monmouth Final Agreement Act. There's a letter, I automatically, when I see Monmouth, refer to John. We have a thank you letter for my participation at the annual forest sector breakfast. And the only reason I attend that is to give us a broad awareness of Hawaiian, because there are some provincial policy issues that we require provincial attention, so we keep up a good relationship there. And I think we all understand that's important, especially when we're trying to influence policy at the provincial level. And the October 10th letter, again, has Monmouth First Nation final agreement, so that just means automatic referral to John and his attention. John has already responded to me that these items are on their agenda. And the Trans Mountain Pipeline, I see John has also included that in his report, and so we're on that. Here's something, an undertaking and confidentiality. Kathy, I'll take your guidance on that one. Okay.
An undertaking of confidentiality, we have to sign that if we want to see some of the proposed legislative changes to any laws in BC. And actually they've changed it now, so you only have to do one. So I have a bunch of staff who have signed it, and I thought we would just get council to sign it as needed and then send it.
Okay.
I did one for the UNDRIP legislation. Is that going to be okay for everything else, or should I do it again?
You'll have to do it again because that one was specific to that piece of legislation.
Okay.
And the last letter is October 21st addressed to me, but it's acknowledgement from Selena Robinson, the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, acknowledged the letter. So now you know you got the doors open. And just there too, like I want to keep emphasizing that over the next 40 years, we want 40 housing units. It's our minimum. Okay, John.
On that, I would, now that the campaign's over, I would remind everyone, the Liberal Party did respond to our questionnaire and said that if they were in government, that they would fund 40 units. So I think that does fit a strategy for us to remind them of that.
Yeah.
Same thing with they would work hard on the paving of the road.
I think we did in our congratulatory letter. We mentioned the replies that they had in our questionnaire.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep on that. And certainly priority on Trevor's agenda. Okay. Thanks, Sean. So that's the review of the letters or the correspondence, and then we'll do the financials. Is Patrick here to do a report?
He's right here.
HGB?
He is right here. He's smiling at you
Yeah.
on the door.
I see. Is it on the agenda or?
No.
Is it on the agenda?
No, it's not. I never received, which one did
It won't
you?
be on.
Yeah, and it was on the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, you okay with, can we, want it, Patrick? You got a report?
Sorry.
Do you have a report?
No, I'm here just for Rita. I know, so.
Oh, okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
sorry,
thought you were
sorry.
here. Okay, good, okay.
But if you want me to tell you something.
No,
Deborah?
okay, number 6 on the financials, July, August, September. I hope you've all spent time reviewing it, because I have, and I have some questions. Or comments, more than a question. One of the things I noticed, Paul, I just went to September 30th, because that's where we are right now. I noticed that we have I guess you could say that we have almost a 15%. If you look at the annual budget and the actuals, there's a 15% of funds that we're not spending, how I look at it. So I guess I need to know where we seem to be underspending the most, and I've looked at the by department, and it's becoming pretty obvious there where it is, and then also it shows we're overspending in some areas. So to me, that says that between us we have a closer look at the budget and see if there are any changes that we can make without having to go to legislative spending authority. So what I'm saying is, you know, let's look at the budget on the approved spending, correct, John? We have approved spending of X amount of dollars, Bonnie, and that's, and actually that would be the purpose I would see of the retreat.
Okay.
Is there areas that we can adjust so that we can meet some of the strategic plan goals and objectives? So, anyway, those were and the other, Paul, I want to ask a question. Would the freeze have a lot to do with that, or only a contribution to the reduction in that?
It would probably be most of it, because the budget is for all the positions that were budgeted for at the beginning of the year. Yeah, so it looks like
Yeah.
on page 2,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, the salaries and benefits line. Yeah, that amount under budget is mostly from that.
Well, my biggest concern, Paul, is infrastructure.
Mhm.
And that's why I have Charlie as the council with the portfolio. He's got an extensive background there. I want us to be close to what we budget rather than a long ways from what we're budgeting. And right now, I have a lot of concerns that we're not going to meet our budget targets at the rate we're going now. So between you and Charlie, and Kathy, how do we get that back on track? There, you know, like, if we don't need to budget $6.9 million, then we shouldn't, basically what I'm saying. But if we do need that 6.9, then my mandate to Charlie is we got a budget there, let's spend it. And I think Charlie's working really hard with Stephen now to get that on track. Would that be a clear or an accurate summary, Kathy, that Charlie and Stephen will be working closely together to ensure that we meet the targets of our infrastructure housing budget? Okay?
So,
Connie?
Robert, with that, the Finance Committee wants to work a little bit more in detail with the documents that were provided every month. We're looking for more information. I know we've had a freeze on and everything gets blamed on the freeze. The freeze has been 2 months. This is up to the year.
Okay, we need a decision here, or are we okay, Connie, July, August, September financials, do you want to move acceptance?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a seconder? Completion, discussion? Hearing no discussion, motion carried.
So these
Cool.
are for all three of the financials?
Yeah, July, August, September.
We have Deborah here for a agenda item for 10:15.
Wait, what?
There's a timed item on the agenda for 10:15.
Okay. Okay, we'll wait here. Second quarter, Paul, is, would that be, is that in here?
Yep. And it's
The 2 pages.
6B. And yeah, it's pretty much a summary of the July, August, September statements. Those are, yeah, the second quarter months.
So would that be as of September 30th then?
Yeah.
Is the second, okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay, we'll review that and we'll attend to the time.